Okay, so let's go get Python then. So we'll just put into Google Python download, and we'll go to the downloads page. So it's python.org downloads. Now the web browser pretty much knows that we're on a PC here, so let's just download Python 3.7.2, and this is going to be a 32-bit download. So I'm just going to say save it, and we're there. Okay, so the next section is to view our download and set it going. So given that I'm logged in as a standard user, I'm going to choose to run it as administrator. And we get this install screen. So I'm also going to tick add Python 3.7 to the path. That's important. You'll notice idle, pip and documentation are installed, so we don't need to separately install that. So let's go. Excellent, we're good to go. And we can see we have Python. I'm just going to click on idle, and I'm just going to add it to the pin it to the taskbar. And here we have idle. So if I check test 2 plus 2, because it'll work as a calculator, 2 plus 2 is 4. And hello world. Okay, so idle is working. Okay, so the next section is that we want to install some of the Python packages. Now, you know, some books, etc., say use some pre-created packages such as Anaconda, etc. However, I prefer to install all of these manually myself. All of these various pip packages manually myself, because if you're using Anaconda, for example, which I think is useful if you are using data science or whatever, yes, it has all of the, or a lot of the libraries that you want. But then when you want to use helper tools such as integrated development environments, it becomes a pain to actually figure out where your various Python installs are. So I prefer to install manually, and then you can always look up the Python site and know where your installation is. Also, your machine can get quite messy if you've got multiple Python versions running and you don't know which one is the active one, so to speak. So by doing it this way, you're forced to think about what you're doing and know where your Python is installed. So let's now go and install some of the packages. So what we want to do is launch our command prompt window. So the important thing to also note is when you're using pip in Python, you're using the command prompt. You don't actually go into Python and call pip. You call pip from the command prompt. Let's do that right now. So for this video, I've created a temporary account on my Windows 10 machine called Media Account 1. So in your instance, it'll be your username that you use to log on to Windows. So Python, when you install from the Python website, is going to be installed to this form of area. Users, your username, app data, local programs. So here we have our various Python programs, python.exe, etc. But what we're going to need to use in order to use pip and install our various packages is the scripts folder. So to save time, I'm just going to copy this path again, and I'm just going to type cd and that path, and we're now in the scripts folder. I'll just clear up this window, CLS for clear screen, dir, and then you can see we've got pip.exe, which matches your Finder window here. So the first thing I think I will install will be Numpy. Okay, so I've got some terrible internet connections here in my hotel, so I've just switched to my cellular data. So first of all, now I'm going to install Numpy using the command pip install Numpy. So let's go with that. So yeah, that's way faster than the hotel internet connection. And we're good. Now the next element that we want to install for data science purposes is Pandas. So again, notice we're in the scripts folder, and I just type pip install Pandas. And you'll notice there's an error message there. Not an error message, it's just a sort of a tip telling us to upgrade pip, but you know, I'm happy with the version of pip that Python installed, so you can kind of ignore that. So pip install pandas and enter. Just wait for it to or giving us some more stuff. Okay, let's clear that screen. And now we're going to install matplotlib. So all these installs are happening very cleanly, mainly because there's only one installation of Python on this PC. So that's matplotlib. And now I guess if you want to do some web scraping, there's two packages that you need. That's requests and beautifulsoup 4. So web scraping, if you don't know, is where you can actually grab information from websites, especially if you understand HTML, and load that into your database or whatever. So let's first of all get the first web scraping element, which is requests. So pip install requests. Go. And now we need to get beautifulsoup. Looks like I did a typo. Let's just double check. Yeah, the mistake I made was not installing beautifulsoup 4. So pip install beautifulsoup 4. And that's a successful install. So finally, again, for you guys like me and girls who use Excel, let's install openpyxl, which enables us to open and close and manipulate Excel files using Python. There we go. It's amazing, my cellular data is much faster than the hotel web Wi-Fi. Well, maybe it's not amazing. Okay, folks, so that's it. We've installed Python and various packages that help you leverage it to a much higher degree, and in further videos we'll cover programming Python and using various integrated development environments with Python. Thanks for watching.